Hey, Cowboys Nation! Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the latest and give you the real scoop on our Dallas Cowboys. It's been a tough stretch, and after the heartbreaking loss to the 49ers, there's a lot of talk around Coach Mike McCarthy and his future with the team. But today, we're diving into why firing McCarthy might not be the solution. There are actually solid reasons to stick with him as we push through this challenging season. So before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Your support keeps us bringing all the latest to you. Now, let's get into it. 3 reasons why the Cowboys shouldn't fire Mike McCarthy, even after a tough game like that. 1. McCarthy is working with what he's got. The first reason might seem simple, but it's a big one. McCarthy is coaching the team that Jerry Jones built. If we're being real, the Cowboys don't have a Super Bowl caliber roster right now. Injuries are piling up, and our depth is being tested every week. We don't have an elite running back like Derrick Henry, which we all know by now is a missed opportunity from the offseason. This running game has struggled, and it's clear that a big-time player in the backfield would help take pressure off Dak Prescott and make this offense more balanced. But McCarthy isn't the one making those personnel decisions. He's working with the roster he's been given. And let's talk about injuries. Losing a key player like Micah Parsons has been a huge blow to the defense. Parsons is a game-changer, and his absence is affecting how we perform on both sides of the ball. McCarthy is still keeping the team competitive despite these setbacks, which says a lot about his leadership and ability to adapt to challenging situations. Blaming McCarthy alone ignores the bigger picture. Our roster just isn't where it needs to be, especially with these injuries. 2. The Cowboys aren't quitting on McCarthy. If there's one thing that shows a coach still has control, it's the players' willingness to fight for him, and we saw that even in the loss to the 49ers. The Cowboys didn't quit. Sure, Trayvon Diggs might have looked frustrated out there, and some plays may have lacked energy, but in the fourth quarter, Dallas had a chance. They were down by double digits, yet they fought back and had possession with a shot to win the game. That's not a team that's given up on their coach. That's a team that still believes it can pull through. McCarthy himself said he liked what he saw in that fourth quarter. The guys showed resilience, and that's a quality you need in a winning team. Even after a shaky third quarter where we had 3 3-and-outs, McCarthy's squad rallied back. They didn't pack it in, they dug in and gave themselves a shot, which is what fans want to see from their team. For all the criticism, McCarthy has instilled a fighting spirit in this group. 3. Mid-season coaching changes don't fix fundamental issues. Finally, let's be honest here. Firing McCarthy mid-season won't fix the core problems facing the Cowboys. The issues we're seeing, offensive inconsistency, a lack of depth, and even some defensive lapses, are all things that can't just be solved with a new head coach. The Cowboys are struggling in the run game, and our offense lacks that explosive quality to keep defenses on their heels. A coaching change won't change the personnel limitations, and it won't make up for the missed opportunities in free agency or the draft. This team needs help in the form of trades or roster adjustments more than a new coach. A mid-season shakeup could bring chaos rather than solutions, especially when McCarthy's still working on getting the team to play more complete games. Yes, the third-quarter slump against the 49ers cost us, but a new coach won't magically fix our struggles to put together 4 quarters of high-quality football. Dak Prescott has also been a part of the issue, with back-to-back games throwing 2 interceptions. McCarthy knows that turnovers are costly, and he's pushing for more ball security. This isn't just on the coach, it's a team-wide issue that needs a full commitment to clean up. Firing McCarthy would be like treating the symptoms without addressing the cause of the problem. His week, we're headed to Atlanta, looking to avoid our first 3-game losing streak since 2020. We've got the Falcons up next, and it's a must-win for us. Let's dive into the 3 keys that could bring us the victory this Sunday. Key 1. Stop the run game. The first big challenge is controlling the Falcons' run game. Stopping the run has been a tough area for the Cowboys' defense all season, and Atlanta's backfield presents another major test. With a duo like Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier, it's crucial that our defense stays disciplined and physical. Let's start with Robinson. He's in his second season and already racked up 546 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, placing him in the league's top 10 for rushing yards. Not only is he powerful on the ground, but he's also versatile, catching 31 passes for 244 yards and a touchdown through the air. Allgeier, meanwhile, brings his own style of play, averaging 7.1 yards per carry this season and racking up 352 rushing yards so far. The Cowboys' defense is currently tied with the Carolina Panthers as the worst in the league for stopping the run, allowing an average of 154.6 rushing yards per game. That's a stat we need to turn around if we want to get back to .500. To contain the Falcons' ground game, we need strong performances from our front seven, with key contributions from DeMarcus Lawrence and the linebacker group. Micah Parsons, our standout All-Pro, is still a game-time decision due to his ankle injury, and his absence has been felt. If he can play, that will add a huge boost to our run-stopping ability. Key 2. Protect the football. Turnovers have been a problem for us lately, especially for quarterback Dak Prescott. Dak has thrown 6 interceptions in the last 3 games alone, a trend that has contributed to the team's recent struggles. He's acknowledged that he needs to clean it up, saying to DallasCowboys.com, "This is on me, and I can't have it if we're going to win games." The turnover issues have cost the Cowboys big, leading to 24 points given up by the defense over the last few games. Our offense can't afford to give up those kinds of points to a Falcons team with a solid defense. Currently, Atlanta is tied for 4th in the league with 7 interceptions. Prescott and the Cowboys need to protect the ball and avoid risky throws. If we control our possessions and win the turnover battle, we'll be in a much better position to put points on the board. Not only does securing the football protect the scoreboard, but it also protects our defense, keeping them fresh and off the field. And a rested defense is our best chance to shut down Atlanta's offensive threats. We've seen Dak play at an elite level when he's dialed in. Now, he just needs to bring that precision and composure to avoid the mistakes that have plagued us. Key 3. Unleash CeeDee Lamb. Last Sunday's game didn't end how we hoped, but there was a bright spot: CeeDee Lamb. Our All-Pro receiver showed up in a big way, reminding us why he's one of the league's most dynamic playmakers. Lamb posted a season-high 146 receiving yards, including 2 touchdowns, on 13 receptions from 17 targets. He was a driving force in our second-half comeback, responsible for 9 of our 18 first downs. Lamb currently ranks 3rd in the league in receiving yards with 613 and is proving to be a vital asset to our offense. When he's heavily involved, our offense becomes nearly unstoppable. With Lamb in rhythm, we can stretch the field, keeping Atlanta's secondary on their toes and creating more opportunities for other players like Michael Gallup and Jake Ferguson to get involved. Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy need to make sure Lamb remains the focal point in the passing game. When Dak connects with him early and often, it not only boosts Lamb's confidence but also opens up possibilities for the entire offense. If we can get Lamb rolling this Sunday, it'll be a huge step toward putting the Falcons on their heels and giving ourselves the best shot at victory. So, Cowboys fans, here's the bottom line: there's more to fixing this team than just getting rid of Mike McCarthy. He's working with a limited roster, battling injuries to key players, and he's got the players fighting for him. Let's not forget that this isn't just about McCarthy. The front office also needs to step up and make the moves necessary to strengthen the roster and give us a real shot. But I want to hear from you. Do you think the Cowboys should stick with McCarthy, or is it time to make a change? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get a conversation going. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest Cowboys updates and analysis. Thanks for tuning in, Cowboys Nation. Let's keep rooting for that star and pushing for a strong finish to this season.